family. Thank y'all for joining us on another episode of Conversation Junkies. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'd like to ask that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and more than anything else, enjoy the video. Let's get it, let's go. You on your YouTube scroller. Call up Money Junkie, we done got the conversation rolling. Hit up Blue and ask him which one his parlay's going. Call a couple hours later, asking for another one. Why? This one just hit, this shit just hit. The Convo Junkies came to talk their shit. Let's go out there and talk your shit. This shit just hit. I hit the 10X too. The Convo Junkies came to talk their shit. You go out there and talk your shit. If you need stats on last week game, to tune into my dogs. We having conversation about anything involving ball. See, when it come to football, past the days, we love the Steelers. And when it come to analytics, Bruno Wallace business. Strapping up my cleats, I'm on the field, but still won't cruise my tennis. Compare the new cats to the OGs, damn, he run like him.
What it is, YouTube? It's your boy Money Junkie and it's your boy Mitch, and we got another episode of Conversation Junkies. And today we holding the fort down. Our boy Blue out of town. You know what I'm saying? Living his best life.
Living his best life, man.
But we're gonna start it off with the Thursday night recap. We got the Washington Commanders versus the Green Bay Packers. How you felt about it, brother?
Honestly, going into that game, I expected the Packers to go ahead and get that dub. Although, I will say Jaden Daniels didn't play that bad. He didn't look too comfortable doing all the moving in the pocket that he was doing, but at the end of the day, he still had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. I would say his receivers wasn't giving him that much help because, I mean, he would hit some throws and they'd just be dropping them. But at the end of the day, Packers came through with that dub. Michael Parsons was terrorizing the whole O-line. I mean, they was moving him around like he had way more snaps than he did in that first game. I mean, he was playing outside linebacker. He was dropping in the coverage. He was playing from the nose tackle position, going to 3-tech. I mean, he was all over the line. So
stunts, cross stunts. It
was
everywhere.
He was moving, man. And the rest of the defense played well. I mean, they played pretty good as well. Especially Nixon, number 25. He, like, every time they needed to stop on third down, he was either swatting it or, I mean, he was getting to the ball. So, overall, I thought the Packers was going to dominate the game. And for the most part, for the most part, they really did dominate the game. Commanders kind of scored the garbage time points. But to me, the score was 27-18. The score didn't really reflect how dominant the Packers were. They played really good. But how you feel about that game?
To me, I'm always go for Jaden Daniels, LSU.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly felt like the Packers had a better team, better offense. I didn't think they had a better defense because, like, me personally, I couldn't name, like, all their players off the top of my head. I know the players off of Washington. I could name their defensive guys. But they had them. The Packers got them dogs. And, like he said, number 25, every third down, he was making a disruption of a play of the offense, or Micah getting behind Jaden Daniels. Even if he's not making the play, he's causing him to get out the pocket, run, scramble, do something. So It was definitely a great game to watch. Packers look like the best team in the NFC so far.
Definitely.
Granted, it's only week 2, but they showed up and showed out. And like you said, the garbage time points, the score don't reflect how the game went.
Yeah.
And Jaden, whether he getting hit, smiling or losing,
whether
he losing or not, he always gonna smile.
Bro, yeah, that's the one thing I can like about him. He always positive about whatever's going on.
Yeah, he ain't talking crazy, nothing. He just smiling.
Yeah, he out there just
kind of remind me Hines Ward.
Yeah, he just out there having fun, man. Doing what you just like out there being a little kid, man.
Yeah, but Packers won that one, so. Let's get into the Super Bowl recap that just happened today.
Man. I will say, 20-17 Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It was a very, very, very defensive game. Like, the first half, what they have? Do they both have 10? 10 in the half with 10 points. Shout out to Jake Elliott. He out there hitting 50+ yardage this season now, so shout out to him, making the team look good. But like I was saying, very defensive game. Second half, even more defensive of a game. Like, I think the Eagles scored on their first drive coming back from halftime, and then after that, there was no more points scored to the fourth quarter, I want to say. But very defensive game. Stats wise, nobody's
Nobody had
really
no
jumping
shout-out.
off the screen, man. I mean, on both sides of the ball, like Jalen Hurts, he had 101 through the air, no touchdowns. Saquon, he had 88 on 22 carries, which is not bad, but I mean that's like 4 yards a carry. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can't handle that. He had a touchdown as well. Receiving wise, it wasn't nothing too crazy. Like I said, very defensive game. But everybody contributed when they needed to contribute. They got, of course, whenever it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and close, whatever it needed to be, you know what they're running, and they was executing on that tush push every time. So it's just hard to stop. And then
Even if they got stopped on 3rd and 1, the next play is gonna go right back to Jalen.
run it again. But at the end of the day, it was still a pretty good game, especially in that fourth quarter, because the Chiefs almost did get another stop, and they would have been able to get the ball back with, I think they had like 1:30 left on the clock, but they couldn't stop that tush push. And I will say, shout out to Tyquil Thornton, number 80.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He know how to get open.
Yeah. And that last one.
Him and Pat gotta get on the same.
Yeah, they
page.
gotta get on the same page. Yeah, because it was a couple of them where Thornton could. Well, it was one pass. It was like a couple plays back to back. Honestly, it was one pass. Pat overthrew him, and then the second pass he put it on him. It wasn't the best throw, but he put it on him. It was a little bit of hand fighting in there. Where I feel like he could have came down with it, but he just didn't get his hand loose. So that was a tough one. But then that last one, they was able to light it up and hit it for like 50+ yards, I think. So
right in there.
yeah. I mean, it was a great throw, great catch. Everything about that was great. But at the end of the day, they wasn't able to finish that game off with a win. But still a great game, very great game. What you got to say about that one?
Like he said, it was a great defensive game. Pat threw a pick. Jalen almost threw a pick. Both defenses showed up. And, you know, lately they've been judging Kansas City on their defense, but they showed up today when it mattered. It wasn't they shutting Kansas City down how they did in the Super Bowl. It wasn't nothing. It was a very tight, close game the entire time. Saquon didn't go crazy. AJ did make a spectacular catch in the first half. That was he was falling down, still stuck his hand up, and the ball was tipped. And he still caught. That was a great play that he made. Devontae Smith, he didn't go too crazy, but you know, shout out to.
He did have that one important catch in the fourth, setting him up by the end zone too.
Yeah, right before. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Did they score or did they get a field goal? I can't remember.
I think they had to have gotten a field goal.
Yeah, they got a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Nolan Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he from the 9-1-2.
9-1-2, foes up.
He had a great defense. Like I said, it was all about a great defensive game anyway, so can't judge.
And I like Jahad Campbell, number 30.
Oh, I thought you were talking 24.
He played pretty good too, that rookie. Yeah. But that other rookie, that linebacker, he a dog, man. I like Campbell, man. He a dog, bro.
Definitely.
But,
what you got next for me, brother?
We gonna go get into this. I guess our one revenge game for the week that we'll talk about. We had Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears. Now, of course, we know the former Bears offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has, packed up and went to the Bears. So this kind of a revenge game for both teams. Not really, but it is though. But at the end of the day, Detroit ended up blowing them boys out the water. This score also doesn't. It does. It's still a dominant score, 52-21, Detroit, but it don't show how dominant they was throughout the whole game. Like, I'm pretty sure in the first half, the Lions, not the Lions, but the Bears only had like 7 points, and these are
from top to bottom.
Yeah,
this was a blowout game.
Yeah, for sure. Look, Jared Goff, 334, 5 passing touchdowns. Everybody was eating. I think Amon-Ra had about 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns.
If you had Amon-Ra saving on your fantasy, you had a great day. He had
great
3
day.
touchdowns.
Jameson Williams had a pretty good breakout game too. He had, oh my God, 2 receptions for 108.
2 receptions for 108.
108. I didn't even know that. I'm sitting there looking at this. 2 receptions for 108. That is outstanding.
Yes, his longest reception was 64 yards.
Jesus. Oh my gosh.
And Montgomery had a touchdown. Damn near everybody got a touchdown.
Yeah, everybody was eating. They was like we're not trying to be that team from last week. We want to come back this week and really show what we got. And of course, they still
Bears. I mean, it was versus.
It was still versus the Bears, but that still proves that they still have one of the better offenses in the league, just based off their weapons that they got.
Right.
For me personally, you know what I'm saying. But overall, it was a great game for Detroit. Everybody was eating. Defense had a good game as well. I think Kirby Joseph got him a pick. It wasn't too many turnovers, unless it's some fumbles that I'm not seeing, but it wasn't too many turnovers over here. Overall,
it was just a dominant performance by Detroit.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Detroit, man.
Great way to bounce back and show that, that week when you're just getting the shakes about you.
Mm-hmm. And a divisional game as well. So that's a great one for these guys. But next up, we want to talk about this thriller of a game.
Roller coaster.
I mean, it was crazy. We got Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Another divisional game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This final was 33-27 Patriots, and I would definitely say in the fourth quarter, I mean it was just back and forth. Through the first half, I will say it did look like at first the Patriots was gonna pull away with this. I would think they went up 12-0 in the first quarter. I want to say
13. I think. No, it was 12.
Because he missed two kicks, two extra points. He might be looking for a new job next week. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be that kick again. Number 36, you got to get it together, man. But at the end of the day, they still was able to pull out the dub. Drake May had a pretty good game.
Because if he make both of them, they not in this situation they were in.
Oh, yeah. No. Look, they would have had 35. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they scored all touchdowns. I don't think they kicked any field goals. So they would have had 35. Let's see. Drake May had 230 with 2 touchdowns. So that's a pretty good game for the sophomore quarterback. Ramondre Stevenson, nothing too crazy. 11 rushes for 54 yards, but those yards, them gritty yards matter. When you can get them 3rd and 3, and you able to run the ball, get to your running back and get 5 yards on that. I mean, that's still good in my book. First down carries matter.
Yeah, they do.
And on the other side of the ball, though, Tua, he wasn't Tua turn the ball over this week, even though he did have 1 interception. But when you got a high-scoring game like this, I mean, somebody's going to turn the ball over because they was airing it out. I will say that. He had 315, 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill had a nice game. He finally broke that streak.
Yeah.
A 30-yard reception.
What, 2 years, no 30-yard reception?
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, the fact that he is who he is, and it's been that long. But shout out to Tyreek, though.
Lock him up.
And then, AJ was pretty good in the receiving game as well.
What Jalen did?
Jalen Waddle, he had 5 for 68. Nothing crazy, but still, everybody was active in the receiving game. Well, but their 3 main weapons, I'd say. Hill, Achane, and Waddle. They all had pretty good games. But at the end of the day, New England was able to pull it out.
Very much a thriller at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I don't know if y'all seen it, but was it a pass or was it a punt return? But he took it.
Was it interception?
I don't think it was an interception. No, I don't think it was an interception.
Oh yeah, right. Because it was the Dolphins that scored on that.
Yeah, he took it all the way back, but he
number 6
out of bounds.
Yeah.
You got in that situation, you gotta know the field, you gotta know your position, and which way that's what they say, body control. Because it was no greater moment as far as big players make big time plays. That was a great play, great moment. Foot too big. That's like a Katie moment when his toes on the line. Foot just
it's a 2, my boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I'm talking about we was watching it and it shifted the whole room. Everybody started celebrating, shouting. Then they reviewed it, stepped out of bounds, took it right back. But it was a great game to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Next game, we want to get into another thriller. This one actually went into overtime. But we got another divisional game.
A lot of divisional games.
A lot of divisional games this week. We got Cowboys versus Giants. with a score of 40-37 Cowboys.
Shout out Russell Wilson.
Shout out Russell. You want to get us in this one, bro?
Man, Russell Wilson almost threw for 500 yards.
I mean, that's crazy.
That's what I want to start with.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Dallas don't look good without Michael Parsons. But let's start with the stats. It was 37-40. Cowboys still came out with a dub. Russell Wilson had 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors had 2 touchdowns. My boy Scatterboo, y'all know that's my favorite rookie. Scatterboo had a touchdown, and Wandale Roberson had a touchdown. Offensively, them boys look great. I will say Russell Wilson, he put the ball in the air at the wrong time, threw a pick in the overtime. And that is why Cowboys came back down and kicked the field goal, ended the game. But with that being said, too, let's get into Dak Prescott. 361, 2 touchdowns. Williams had a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, he ain't have a touchdown, but 9 receptions, 112 yards. Can't ask for much more. But Jordan Pickens had a touchdown. 5 catches, 68 yards with a little tud. Ferguson, 9 catches and 78 yards. It was a great offensive game. It obviously no defense was being played on either side of the ball. But to me, I thought for sure, like the first quarter and the end of the third quarter, I thought for sure that New York had the game in the bag. But like we said, roller coaster game, divisional game, fight to the end.
You get them divisional games go either way.
How you feel about it?
Like you were saying, everybody on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, you can't complain about no game that they had. Everybody was even. Like you were saying, Neighbors, which I got him on fantasy. Shout out to Malik Neighbors, man.
Facts.
I love you this week, man. Last week, you was alright, but this week, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he had 167, 2 touchdowns. Wandale Robinson, 142, 1 touchdown. Scatterboo got a run on the ground. I mean, that's... Of course, I mean, they didn't come out with the win, but the fact that you can get that out of the offense that you were kind of questionable about going into the season, like, that's a great one for those guys. And as far as Dallas goes, it was just production on not all sides of the ball, but special teams and offensively. Like, shout out Brandon Aubrey, too. I mean, didn't he bang a 64-yarder?
Was it 64?
I think it was 64
or 63.
It was something crazy, bro. And, like, it was nothing. Like, he had room to... Yeah. I mean, he had room 70.
They finna start checking these kickers.
Yeah, bro. Something, bro. Yeah, bro. Because we not used to this. Like, before Brandon Aubrey and freaking Jake Bates and all them boys, and even while Chris Boswell was in the league for as long as he's, like...
2016 was a bad year for Chris.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But even with all that going on, like it's never been this consistent to where kickers could hit it.
But it's never
55 plus. You know what I'm saying?
It's consistent, but they missing a lot too.
That is true. It is a lot of big name kickers missing that used to hit them game winners. But I mean this we got a good little group of kickers this year. Like you said, we might need to test something because the way they kicking it so effortlessly, and it's still with extra room to. I mean, it's crazy.
Speaking of kickers, I know somebody who was actually behind the field goal in the Atlanta game last week.
Mm-hmm.
They was waiting on Young Ho Koo to kick it because the net malfunctioned. So they would have ended up taking the ball. They would have took the ball home if he would have hit it. So
dang,
but
I didn't.
He missed
it. Dang. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's a crazy story. But yeah, shout out to most of the NFL kickers. I ain't gonna say all of them. Shout out to most of the NFL kickers.
Shout out Chris Boswell.
Shout out Chris Boswell. And I guess we'll go ahead and get into our disappointing game of the week.
No, we need to talk about another rivalry game first. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's talk about Broncos and the Colts.
Yeah. Let's go Broncos, Colts.
28-29.
Yeah, it was actually damn. We didn't even watch this game.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could tell y'all what we think about it based off the stats.
Yeah.
Colts won 29-28 over the Broncos. Jones had 316 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Jonathan Taylor, man, he had a great game. 25 carries, 125 yards. Down six receptions, 51 yards. Bo Nix, he had 206, 3 touchdowns. Dobbins had a touchdown. Franklin had a touchdown. And Mims Jr. had a touchdown. Based off the box score, you would think off the numbers that Bo Nix had the better game, so you would think the Broncos win. But like we said, we didn't watch it, so.
Yeah, like you were saying, the Broncos stats definitely jumped off the page a little bit, but I think at the end of the day, it just came down to a field goal between the guys.
That's all that matters.
I remember looking into it right before the Chiefs game went off, and it was 26-28, and then with I want to say a minute left in the game, something like that between that. And then we looking at Red Zone on TV. So we turn that on, it's like 20, 29, 20. I'm like, them things was just down. But shout out to the coach. Shout out Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel looking
Let's
like
see
Peyton.
what his stats looking like. Damn. Yeah, 316.
What I said.
Yeah.
Man looking like Peyton back there. He throwing that pill. He ain't scared to throw the ball, man. Maybe it was the team he was on last year.
It might have been. Because, yeah, them boys was eating. Shout out to rookie Tyler Warren. 4 receptions, 79 yards. As a tight end, too. I mean, he had to have been running. He had been getting out of there. Alec Pierce had a pretty decent game. 4 receptions, 68 yards. That ain't bad. Too bad. Overall, though, I'm pretty sure this is probably a great game to watch. Honestly, though, I'm surprised that the Broncos defense gave up this much. Because on paper.
Sutton. Everybody want to ride Sutton.
On paper, they got a pretty good No, not Sutton.
Surtain. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, they supposed to be locking this. They supposed to be locking this up.
Looking back at it, well, I guess you could say Surtain had everybody locked up. The biggest person, he had 79 yards.
Yeah, that's also a tight end though.
Yeah, is it true? So yeah, the receiver, he only had 51.
Yeah.
Pierce.
Ooh, Michael Pittman didn't do too good. He had 4. He had 10 yards. He had 10 yards reception though. He had 4 for 40. That ain't too bad. I really want to see Donnie Mitchell step up. I like his game. I feel like he's tough, but honestly, I feel like the Broncos defense should be playing a little better. But shout out to the coach, man. Shout out Daniel Jones. And do we want to get into this piss water right now?
Go ahead, brother.
Well,
I ain't gotta look at the stats.
I really do. I can put this down right now. I think this is a good way to end it, so we can really kind of get everything out that we want to. But a devastating loss for us here in Steeler Nation. We lost to the Seahawks 31-17, and honestly, besides a couple of plays, there was nothing good for me to take away from this game. And Chris Boswell. Shout out Chris Boswell. He went 3 for 3 today. But besides those two things, it was nothing positive for me to take away from this game. Defensively, we can't stop the run for some. In the first half, we was stopping the run kinda, but then as soon as we stopped the run, it's like, oh well, they're gonna throw it right behind us where the linebacker's supposed to be. And then for some reason, whenever we get in the red zone, we're like, yeah, let's switch to man defense and let them just shred our shit.
And then blitz
and have everybody wide open over top. And honestly, whenever a team throws a deep ball on us, I'm like, damn, he's probably open. He's probably open down there. Or there's going to be a pass interference or some shit that's going on.
And it's not even that we're getting beat. We're tripping over our own feet. Miscommunication.
Miscommunication. Oh, my God.
Or somebody's just not doing their job. They had is looking at the quarterback instead of the person they puts me in front of.
Yep.
So it's just, why are we the highest paid defense and we're not being the Steelers Curry right now? We're still Curry.
And it's like, you can look at both sides. Like, you look at our defense compared to the Seahawks defense. Like, I promise you, I could probably name like 5 starters on that team. And that's not to bash them boys. That's just the young talent that they got on that team. It's
making
like
a name for themselves.
Making a name for themselves and showing that they want it. They want it. They took an L last week. They want to come back this week, show, hey, we ain't no slots team. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to, it's tough. And then just the fact that we got the highest paid defense in the league and we cannot run fit like them guys do. We can't be in the backfield like them guys do. Well, we be in the backfield, but we can't tackle like them guys do. We missing tackles, missing sacks, missing interceptions. I mean, we had opportunities to do what we needed to do. Seahawks just capitalized
We
way
didn't
better
put
than
the game away. We had 2 interceptions and gave an interception right back.
Mm-hmm.
When the other interception we had didn't get a touchdown, we got a field goal. Our offense last week was putting up 30+ points. This week can't put up 20. And
on a hurt defense too. They didn't have Witherspoon. They didn't have one of their edge rushers. It was tough, man. And then, like you were saying, on the offensive side of the ball, just the run game, it was a little better this week, but it honestly still was not there. Guys, and it shows between our two running backs that was getting the ball majority of the time. When Jalen gets the ball, when he gets touched in the backfield, he's still at least getting, 3 to 5 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Greenwell, he going down off first contact.
But even though that's not all on him, even though, you know what I'm saying, you're an NFL back, you should never go down on first contact. The O-line was not doing what they needed to do. The fact that they had guys in the backfield is crazy. I mean, and then to piggyback off that, when we passed the ball, this man A-Rod got 0.5 seconds to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Jones, last week, you got on my nerves. This week, you ain't give up a sack, but you ain't stayed focused neither.
Yeah, bro.
So we got a lot to fix. A lot to fix.
The whole O-line as a general, we gotta if we want to be able to do what we want to do, we gotta be able to run the ball, and we gotta be able to give the guy at least 2.5 seconds in the pocket, man, to make a read. You can't make a read while you sitting there stepping up in the pocket, getting outside, and still trying to look down the field. And then you're not gonna make that throw every time. I'm not even gonna bash Aaron Rodgers too much on this game because, like I said, O-line was not doing what they needed to do. Now, it was some plays, some questionable plays where Aaron Rodgers, I feel like, could have got the ball out a little earlier, but also, I'm sitting at home, I'm not on the field, so I can't say too much about that. But at the end of the day, we just gotta play. We were talking earlier, I feel like our concepts just don't work. Whatever concept, every good play that happened today was not because it was a good play as a unit, because the whole defense just shut it down. It was because an individual player made a good play. Like that tip pick that Herbie had. Cam made that play. Herbie was in the right place, right time, came down with the ball.
Too slow.
I ain't gonna get on too much. He an edge rusher. I ain't gonna get on too much for being.
Well, he did just come back from injury. This is his first game back.
Right.
I will give you that. If you was fully healthy and you got caught by a lineman, we got problems.
Hey, but number 24 got caught by a lineman from the Eagles and Chiefs game.
That was Angles.
Angles. Okay. He stuck the hell out of him too.
Exactly. My point. That was wide open space, Jack. Nick Herbig was in.
And another example of the concept just not working. Whenever we were in the red zone to get our first touchdown of the game, it wasn't like we threw to the open receiver. We just threw a jump ball to DK, and he just happened to come down with it.
Mind you, we had a tight end wide open.
Very true. And speaking of DK, that nigga ass.
He can't catch.
That nigga is ass, bro. This nigga will drop the most wide open shit. And I won't. It's not like I want to say that he ass. But he hasn't showed me shit. Like, I'm pretty sure if you give somebody, you give them a screen pass, they probably not going to give you the same production as that nigga. But they'll at least catch the ball. They'll know that they going to catch the ball and they going to get the yards. You can run DK wide open on a slant. Maybe he hates slants for some reason. I don't know.
He's scared to get
Anytime this man got to run a route across the field, he dropping that shit. And I'm sick of that shit. You supposed to be the alpha dog, really, of the NFL, because you 6'4", 220 pounds playing receiver, bro. Fast as shit. Strong as shit. Why are you not the best receiver in the league, my nigga? Like, that shit don't make no sense. You gotta step that shit up. I did forget the one other good positive about the game. Jaylen Warren. I love you, my dog. Like, I see the fight in every play that you bring.
Every time you touch the ball,
you trying to get extra yards, bro. Like, and you make electric play. Like, I think he hurdled over a nigga today.
Yeah.
He got down juking niggas on a fucking 70-yard play that. For some reason we did. Did we score on that drive, or was it the drive that we got the pick that we didn't score?
Yeah, we didn't score. Yeah.
It was the drive that we got the pick, and we gave right back to him. It was just a very disappointing Sunday. I would have worn my jersey today, but I just couldn't even do it.
And I just took mine off.
I couldn't even do it, bro.
Because we're losing mentally mistake games. Like, and then our defense is the highest paid defense, and we're giving up 30 points.
30 back-to-back weeks.
2 weeks in a row.
Versus two teams that was not in the playoffs last year.
Last year, a team couldn't put up 20 points on us. Now they guaranteed 25.
At least like this, and it just sucks because it doesn't make sense. That's the worst part. Like, what do we even like? It's not one thing. It wasn't one play that changed the game. It was the entire game. Like I don't even know what to say to fix. Like, the list is just too long. Like, the list is just too long. But at the end of the day, like everybody been saying, it's only week 2. But this is one of the ones where I feel like this kind of shows you what team we got. Because we had the opportunities and we did not make the best of those opportunities.
No capitalization off of picks. And I feel like the offense that we have, the weapons that we have, Calvin Austin know how to get open. He's the fastest man on the team. We have Darnell Washington. We have to use him. We used him for a 2-point conversion. Why? We gotta step up offensively.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, I think it was ass.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty ass. But
anything else you got to say, bro?
I guess do you wanna get into some
tonight? Monday night.
Well, I was gonna say, do you want to take a look at next week's schedule and kind of predict some of the games?
I'll look at that, yeah. Definitely. I do know for a fact that Thursday night game is going to be crazy. Cause matter of fact, we got 2 Thursday night games?
2 Monday night games.
Oh, it's 2 Monday night games.
Uh-huh. We got Bucks and Texans tomorrow, and Chargers and Raiders as well.
I got the Bucks for sure.
You got the Bucks?
Yeah.
I would say I got the Bucks. If Houston wasn't as injured as they was, they still got a great defense. Don't get me wrong, they still got great defense. Danielle Hunter had a good game last week.
Like you said, they just hurt, so it's like I'm gonna get an edge to the Bucks.
Yeah, I think I'd give it to the Bucks. And Chargers Raiders,
I'm going Justin.
I'm definitely going Justin. You last week,
but that boy showed he a dog. I'm telling y'all.
I messed up by not having you in my fantasy. Which Jalen Hurts still got me 23, but I think you had like 28. And I wanted you in there. I needed 0.2 points to win. So if I would have had you in there, I would have won. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
We got Buffalo, Miami. They in Buffalo, so I'm gonna say Buffalo.
Buffalo.
The weather, you know, Miami can't play good in no cold.
Uh-huh. Alright, then after that, we got Bengals and Vikings, which I think this will start the series of us playing the NFC North. So, I think. Ooh, Joe Burrow went out too.
Yeah, he hurt. Yeah, Vikings.
Vikings, yeah, give me Vikings. Even though we literally seen him play, JJ McCarthy play once. But he do play again tonight, so we gonna see what he talking about.
That's gonna be a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this one too though. Eagles and Rams.
That's the NFC Championship rematch.
That's gonna be a go. We might gotta go watch that one.
Yeah, we might gotta go watch that. We definitely gotta watch that. And of course, we got Steelers Patriots next week. I would call this a trap game, but I don't know. We might be the trap team in this predicament because the Patriots won today.
I'm gonna just say Steelers because this was my heart.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going Steelers, but it might be a trap game for the Patriots because we so ass.
Cardinals, 49ers.
Cardinals ain't been playing bad this year. I think I got Cardinals.
I don't know. If Brock Purdy playing, I'm gonna say 49ers.
I think he out
For the season?
No,
Maybe
for like
a couple weeks.
3 to 5 weeks.
Oh, then yeah, I'm going Cardinals for sure.
They got a little turf toe injury.
Yeah, I'm good Cardinals. Bears and Cowboys.
Give me Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Them boys did just pull out a
Ooh,
banger this year.
I got one for you.
Talk to me.
Detroit and what the Ravens.
Oh, Monday night too. Ooh. Sadly, give me Ravens.
We can bet $5 on that. I got Detroit.
I got Detroit.
I got Detroit. I only say Detroit though. Ravens ain't got no defense.
That is true.
Not
That is
stop.
true.
J-Mo, he too fast.
Yeah, that boy Alexander gonna be on his face again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Anything else you got to say, brother?
Man, I hope the Steelers win the Super Bowl, man. That's all I got to say, man.
Well, definitely. Appreciate y'all for joining in on another episode of Conversation Junkies. It is Money Junkie, and it is your boy Money Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. We out.